All right, guys, here's what we have. If you cannot handle looking at dates, don't look. Go watch something else. But we have clearly established a pattern. A pattern has been established, okay? This is gonna blow your mind. October 26th, September 26th, and January 29th. The most important day out of those three dates is going to be on the date I've showed in every single video. Okay, this is a signpost. So you're taking a multiple choice test, and you have to pick letter A, you have to pick letter B, you have to pick letter C, and if it's not either of those, then it's letter D. This is what it is. So if you don't believe it, you think some higher power control, who's in control is the Jesuits. They play God. They are the God of this world. And they're going to tell us when they're going to bring judgment, okay? Every single thing connects to 26 and 29. It's not going to be October 29th, by the way, and I'll tell you what date it is. But this is undeniable at this point. Just like September 26th was undeniable, just like Shimshat Torah, we got a massive ritual on both Shimshat Torahs. This is undeniable. And stop looking at, I didn't get blown up 3 days ago. Who cares if you didn't get blown up 3 days ago? They literally gave you a signpost if you're smart enough to have an open mind and look at it. Okay? Now look at this. Watch and learn. What day did the music die? The music died on February 3rd. Okay? Remember that date, February 3rd, the day the music died. Okay? Now, every single market crash, the top 10 market crashes in history, have all occurred on the Gentile or Hebrew Torah, or the Jewish, we'll say, the Gentile or Jewish 26 or 29 day. Okay? Why? Because just as striking as what happened to the land during the Sabbath year was happened to the people on the last day of the year. At the end of every 7 years, you should grant a release of debts. This is form of release, yada, yada. This goes back to Genesis 1 when the account of creation records that there was first darkness, night, and then day. So every Hebrew day begins with the night before the day. And since night begins with sunset, every Hebrew day begins at sunset. Therefore, the moment that all debts should be wiped away, reckoned, is the sunset of Elul 29. So every market crash, let's look. The top 5 market crashes have all occurred right at Elul 26 or Elul 29. Elul 26, Elul 29. Somewhere it was Gentile or Jew, okay? Here they are, the 5th greatest stock market point crashes in history. You can pause and read this yourself. Bottom line is they all occurred on the when they say point of impact, point of crash, when it says point of impact right there, it literally means how close to Elul 29. The top 5 crashes in history since the Great Depression have all occurred literally within 99%, 97 to 100% within this Elul 29 date. Okay? Watch. What is the date that I posted in every single video since the beginning of September 2024, and even prior when I was posting on Facebook? But what was the beginning? It was always this date, January 29th and January 30th. Always the 26 or 29 connection. And we connected this every single time to 26. Now, if you don't understand this, re-listen to it. This is very simple. Okay, the mockers and scoffers, they can go watch Steve Fletcher and his Hanukkah dates and the 90 other dates they pick. Okay, they're never correct. Just like I said, we're going to see a massive ritual on Shimshat Torah. We got 2 hurricanes connected to September 26, and we got a massive Nasrallah killing on September 26. What happened on the Rapture Video People's dates? Not even a thunderstorm. Why? Because they're not looking at these calendars. Not that I know everything, obviously, but they are obviously looking at the wrong things. For them to pick Shemini Ezrat and not Shimshat Torah is just asinine. It's ridiculous. So October 26 was in majority of the world when Israel struck Iran, inside of Iran for the first time in history. That was a 26 date, okay? So Iran was hit by Israel on the 26th, okay? When was the Nasrallah killing? It happened on the 26th again, okay? When did Miss America die? When was Miss America suicided? She was suicided on the 29th date, the 29th. And what was that clip that was playing in the beginning? That was when the Korean president He sang Bye Bye Miss American Pie, okay? He sang that on the 26th. When did Bye Bye Miss American Pie, when did the music video come out? On the 26th. Everything happened on the 26th or the 29th. 26 or 29. Market collapses. Everything is going down on the 26th and 29th. Look, here's Donnie's arm, okay? Donnie's arm right here. What's Donnie's arm? It's 628, 628, and 1224. When's 628? When is 628? And when is 1224? Check it out. This is the day before the event. They're showing you the day prior to the event right here. It's not a time just because they have two dots there. That's for the knuckleheads. This literally is showing you Christmas Eve and 628. Leave the world behind. 128. Okay, look. What month are we in on the Hebrew calendar? We're in the month of Tishri. Okay, so like I said, they're using this month Tishri. They're using this month Tishri, and they're using it over here on the Torah calendar. So Donnie Darko's arm. Sept means 7. Tishri is 1 and 7. So what's the backwards September? It's literally 6. That's simple. 628 is right here, okay? And then when do we have December 24th? December 24th is right here. October 28th. What is the very next day after October 28th? If you guess October 29th, that would be obviously incorrect because they're not going to pull it on a 29 date and make it that obvious. But what they are going to do is hide it right here. They're going to pull this thing exactly on the 29 day on the Torah calendar. Right here, which is our Gentile dumbed down date of the night of November 2nd. Okay, that's a Saturday, November 2nd. Why did we have October 26th? October 26th is something I just didn't make up. It was our September 22nd coding, just like we had back on the other calendar. We had all that September 22nd coding that you saw in the last video and the 222. We had all these things connected right to October 26th, which was the exact day overseas when Israel hit Iran. Right here. And then what happened on March 26th? Look at the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse on March 26th. Exactly another 26 connection at 128. Look, what is the date on November 1st? 128, using the Hebrew month and the Torah date. 128 right here on November 1st. Leave the World Behind came out on 12/8. 128. The very next day is right here. 129. Every market collapse happened on a date, Elul 29. Elul means 6 and 12, okay? So what they're doing, listen carefully, in this calendar, if we're using the Torah days, because the days are 2 days apart, we're still in the month of Tishri. And Tishri means, Tishri is 1 and 7. This is your 129 right here. This is the day Bye Bye Miss America, Miss America was suicided on 129. This is why in every single video I showed 129, January 29th and January 30th in every single video. I could not connect it because you got to go through the signpost. September 26th connected. October 21st connected, and then obviously we got a massive ritual on October 25th into 26th. It was 26 overseas. We have all these 26 and 29 connections. So what is the day we're looking at? We're looking at the day, the 29th, but that day on our Gentile calendar is November 2nd. Okay, why? Let's see what other things happen. You got the Korean president singing Bye Bye Miss American Pie. When was the last Korean president, the third president of South Korea, when was he assassinated? Oh, magically, on a 26 or 29 date, October 26th. Give me a break. And here's our infamous January 6th date, our January 6th anniversary date, from January 6, 2023 to November 2nd, the day we're looking at, 666 days, okay? From March 26th, the day of that fake bridge collapse that happened that they made a big deal about, that was breaking news, exactly 222 days to November 2nd. Guys, I'm telling you, September cannot end. And look, this right here is Wake Me Up When September Ends. When does September end? September ends exactly on November 2nd. It shows it right here, the end of September. On our other calendar, on the Hebrew calendar, that's Shezvan 1. Shezvan 1. What does Shezvan mean? Shezvan means 8, obviously. Oct, the month after 7 is 8. So Shezvan means 8, and their Oct, like Oct is 8, and our month Oct is October. So there's your 101. There is your 101 on the iPad Go chalkboard. 101. When is 101? 101 is November 2nd. November 2nd is also event 201. Right here, because 0 is not a number. Why is it event 201? Because now we're in the month February. February made me shiver with every paper I delivered, which is in the verse of the Bye Bye Miss American Pie song. Right there is February. Right there. And what did the Blondie calendar show us? New Year's Eve on Shimshat Torah, September 26th and October 23rd. Hashna Rabbah and Hashna Rabbah. This day right here, 96 days left in the year was September 26th, and 69 days left in the year was October 23rd. Both of those days were Hashna Rabbah, New Year's Eve. Literally, they're showing you the 26th over and over again. 26 and 29, 26 and 29. This is why I had October 21st. Guys, wake up, smell the coffee. Look at this. October 21st was 7/11, 9/11. Right there, the 21st. Why did they have the 21st? Oh, magically, because in September, the date we're looking at, Hashna Rabbah and Shemini Ezra, was the 21st and 22nd. This is why Trump said 7/11 is 9/11 right here. This is a signpost. There's 4 choices. Letter A, September 26th. That's the choice. Okay, we got massive rituals. Letter B, October 21st. We got the mark at top. Not a massive ritual, but we had to pick that day. I had to pick that day. Then, option 3, obviously October 25th, 26th, into the 26th. Right here, Shimshat Torah. We got Israel hitting Iran for the first time in history. They're telling you the 26 and 29s are important. And what is the final day that September ends? Wake me up when September ends. When does September end? September ends precisely on November 2nd. September, there's Tishri right there, Tishri 30. The very next day when September ends is November 2nd. Right here. It all connects right here to November 2nd. These are 4 choices. If you can't handle it, if your brain can't handle, oh man, nothing happened, nothing's going to happen, you can keep chanting, nothing's happening. Iran just got hit for the first time in history. We had multiple hurricanes and Nasrallah getting killed on the September 26th. We had a bridge collapse on 26. Let's look at the earthquake. When was the New York earthquake? Oh, it was on a 26, Adar 26, 12/26. And when was that massive fake psyop eclipse that everyone thought was real? The 29. They're giving you the 26 and 29 everywhere. They're literally giving this to you. And obviously, I had to pick September 26th. I had to pick October 21st. I didn't pick every day like the Rapture video people that picked 90 days in a row. And now they're looking at Hanukkah, for God's sake. I mean, my God, the answer is right here. Wake me up when September ends. You actually think this world war is not going to start until Hanukkah? They're going to have no election. This is going to happen before this election. This is how they're going to get the monkeys all riled up. Everyone's already voted, pretend voted that they keep saying. And how many people have voted? Oh, right here. More than 29 million people have voted. Are you kidding me? 29 and 26. And look at this. They say 5/29. What month? What does July mean? July means 5. What month are we in until November 2nd? We're in the month of Tishri 7. This is your 5/29 connection right here. They're giving you the 29 and 26. So if you don't think those other dates matter, they matter. Okay? I picked exact dates. These calendars give you exact dates. They don't give you October 17th through the 24th or from November 1st through November 6th. I mean, these people that look at the sun and the moon and the dirt, this is why they are always wrong and they will always be wrong. They were looking at Shemini Ezra. I said, no, look at the night of Shimshat Torah. And what happened? Shimshat Torah, right here. If I was smarter, I'd say look at October 26th. But obviously, October 26th, look. Okay, I can't find the Donnie Darko sign, but even Donnie Darko showed October 26th. In Back to the Future, it showed October 26th. And look at this calendar. Look at this. It's a perfect match to, what is the date we're looking at? We're looking at Saturday, the 29th, which is November 2nd. Look, what are the odds we have a Donnie Darko calendar match to this date right here, Saturday, the 29th, November 2nd. Okay, Donnie Darko, it just showed on his calendar. The 23rd was a Sunday. October 23rd was a Sunday. Right here, 23rd is a Sunday, and here's the 29th. Why did they give you September 22nd in that prior video I showed you? September 22nd was October 26th, okay? That's September 22nd coding. That's why we had October 26th on the board. When is October 26th? Hello, October means 8. Oct means 8. And here's your October 26th. The backward sixes are 9s. So this is why they gave you the 222 and all those September 22nd little clips I put in that last video that you watched. Literally, the 222. And then why did they put September 22nd, why did they put September 22nd in the movie? If your arc is not done by midday September 22nd, you will be. That's your 7-day warning. Our key passage, Genesis 7:4. For after 7 more days, I'll cause it to rain on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. I'll destroy from the face of the earth all living things. So when only 7 days were left, God warned Noah. God warned Noah on September 22nd, October 26th. 7 days later is the night of November 2nd. Okay, literally, you can't just pretend that, oh, everything's great. We literally are on the edge of World War III. They're giving you the 29 and 26 out of style. They're crushing bridges on the 29th. They're telling you leave the world behind on 128. Right here, 128. Leave the world behind on November 1st. Leave it behind, because on November 29th, which is our November 2nd, October 29th, whatever you want to call this day, it's Gentile November 2nd. Okay, let's look at another 26-29 connection real quick. When was the Antichrist in the classroom, just like Bush in the classroom? On December 12th. Let's look at December 12th. What are the odds? Here we have December 12th, Kislev 29, Obama in the classroom on the 29th. I'm telling you, September 26th, when I was talking about September 26th for all that time, September 26th was this Tishri 22 connection, and everybody kept asking, well, why is it not, could it be September 29th? Could it be September 29th? Well, look, if it's September 29th, yes, it could be September 29th, but that was too obvious. It could not be September 29th. That's why I never picked September 29th, because the market crash occurred in 2008 on September 29th. They would never do that. They got 8 billion people they have to confuse, okay? But look at the date, September 29th, the day we're looking at, the 29th, the first month, 29th day. Look at that day. It's Christmas. Christmas at ground zero, right here. Christmas at ground zero is on the 29th, right there. Dude, I'm telling you, like, okay, September 26th, we got massive rituals. October 21st, we got a double top on that precise day. On the 26th, which was in most of the world, Israel hit Iran for the first time in history. So this right here, Wake Me Up When September Ends, September literally ends on this exact day. Shezvan 1, right here, okay? Look. If you go watch any of the Rapture Video People's videos back in January 10th, back from January 10th, that was an amazing decode. I got to give him credit for that one. January 10th. We all know January 10th was massive. That was the middle eclipse date of all the blood moons. All the blood moons was January 10th. And now look at January 10th. It was the 29th. Again, and if you take Trump's code from the day that Trump said calm before the storm, on October 5th at 7 p.m., Trump summoned reporters who were still at the White House dinner, and it says, you guys know what this represents? Maybe it's the calm before the storm. He literally said the calm before the storm on October 5th, okay? Now look, text Trump to 22088 backwards, 2288, okay? Check this out. From his calm before the storm to January 10th, exactly 2288 days. 2,288 days exactly to January 10th. And what's January 10th was the 29th. And what was the 10th on the Torah calendar back in January? The 22nd. January 22nd, the day of abortion. This is why October 26th and September 26th are so massive. All they're doing is they're taking September 26th, turning it into September 29th, and playing it out on November 2nd. Yes, it's obviously you need a little brain power to figure it out, because they got to hide this from all these people. And let's see what happened on November 2nd on that calendar. Death of Herod. Death of Herod. So, I don't know what happens November 2nd. I'm thinking Iran does something with Trump because it connects to death of Herod. All his Trump's assassination attempts were connected, like we showed in prior videos. Literally, guys. So, if you think that, oh, it's over, we don't know the date, they're giving you the date. The date is the 26th or 29. Okay, this is why I'm like, I would never ever pick October 26th, but I had no choice. And I'm like, why would they show October 26th so massive, so blatant in Back to the Future and Donnie Darko and the rest of it, and pull it on the 26th? It didn't make sense, but I had to pick it. But September 26th was way more hidden. But they brought massive rituals and massive hurricanes on that day, and it was the 22nd. They're literally telling you September 22nd. September 22nd, literally on this day, on the 22nd, here we are, October 26th, the 22nd. What was it on the other calendar? On the Torah calendar, that was the 24th. All those doomsday codings. And somebody put in the comments that Bereshit means the beginning. Okay, so if Bereshit means the beginning, look at the Persha on November 2nd that every Jew reads from Siberia to San Francisco. This is the Persha that every Jew reads next Sabbath, coming up in only 7 more days on the night of November 2nd, the Sabbath, right here. God instructs Noah, the only righteous man in the world, consumed by violence and corruption, to build a large wooden ark. Every Jew is reading this verse next weekend. Guys, they're not going to do an election. The election is an election distraction for the low down, dumbed down monkeys. Okay, they're going to do something probably with Trump, as you saw in that November 2nd connection back in January. Okay, so this is the date. This is the precise date. I've hit precise dates. Okay, these Rapture video people, they picked 7-10 days in a row. Obvious dates. I'm not saying I'm better than them or smarter than them. They're not looking at calendars. There is one person, Dana, brother Dana, I think his YouTube channel, he actually does look at calendars, and he does pick a lot of he does say a lot of correct things on there. And Mark Allison, he has a lot of great information. But these people that pick 7 or 10 days in a row, this is the ones we're talking about. They give you a precise date. That date is October 26th, September 26th, played out right here. It's played out right here on the 29th. Every market crash occurs on an Elul 29 date. You don't think they're going to do the biggest, baddest one on the 29th? Come on. For heaven's sake, look at this timestamp, 129. The exact date. This is Israel launches overnight strikes to Iran with a 129. The exact day Bye Miss America was suicided. And the exact date, I've shown it every calendar. January is the first Gentile month. The first Hebrew month ends on November 2nd. Wake me up when September ends. February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. And look at the date on the Chinese calendar, the lunar calendar. October 1st, 101. On the iPad Go chalkboard, 101. And look at the Julian date on November 2nd. October 20th, 120. January 20th, the date Homer Simpson sitting around burning buildings. Right there. So the Julian calendar matches. The Chinese calendar matches. September 26th matches. The day ordained by God for a financial reckoning matches. Wake Me Up September Ends matches. Donnie Darko matches. Leave the World Behind 128 matches. Obama in the Classroom matches. Guys, this is it. Telling you Wake Me Up in September Ends. They're not going to go to the election. They're going to do a Trump ritual, because when you take hope away from the monkeys think Trump's real and Kamala, the Ugandan giant, is real, and all these people are real people. They're not. They're all just Jesuits. They're pawns. And so they're going to do some kind of fake assassination thing on Trump, probably on the 2nd of November. Or they're going to do something on the 2nd of November to take hope away from the dumbed down monkeys. They're distracted by the World Series and whatever else they're watching and doing. Okay? So this is it. If you don't like it, don't watch it. But I'm telling you, these connections to the 26 and 29 with Shimshat Torah, Israel being attacked, the bridge collapse, the earthquake, for heaven's sake, happening on the 26th, the fake eclipse psyop happening on the 29th. Come on. Saying this, what are the odds? What are the odds, guys? Saturday, the 29th, and the 22nd was literally October 26th. This is an exact calendar to this month, to this Torah calendar. Game, set, match, September 26th, October 26th, January 29th, and most importantly, October 21st. 7/11 is 9/11.
favorite songs, American Pie.
아메리칸 파이가 가장 좋아하는 곡 중에 하나시라고 들었습니다. Yes, that's true.
학창 시절에 아주
Yes, when I was going to school, it was one of my favorite songs.
Well, we wanted to hear you sing it.
노래한 지가 70년이 돼가지고
It's been a while, but
아 그래? A long, long time ago I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And now I knew if I had my chains that I could make those people dance and maybe they'd be happy for a while. February made me shiver with the paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I tried when I read about his widow bride. Something touched me deep inside the day the music died.